Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm here with one more SQL interesting problem. I have seen this question have been asked with multiple companies like Netflix, Amazon, or you can take any company from analytics background. So those companies are asking these questions at higher experience level or mid-level experience layer around 5 to 6 or plus. Okay. So the question is, we have to find the consecutive logins from the user. So I have seen people are asking seven consecutive orders or six consecutive orders or 10 consecutive logins from the user. So it could be related to anything. It could be order, it could be withdraw amount from the ATM. So every day, how many number of consecutive days particular person has withdrawal the amount from the ATM or bank, or person has withdrawal the amount from anywhere. Or take example of login. So how many continuously a person has came to the office. So this question can be asked in multiple cases, but logic would be same of this. So if people are asking third, fourth, or eighth consecutive, so we will say we will try to find nth consecutive in this question. So it will become a generic solution for every type of question around this. Okay. So what I will do, I'll move to Excel first and show you the question and try to create a logic over here. Then we will implement same logic into SQL. Okay. So if you see here, we have a login date and we have a user ID. So user ID 1, user ID 2, and user ID 103, user ID 4, right? So if you see, I can see user ID 2 has logged in from 1st to 5 continuously 5 days. User ID 1, 1st to 3, then 5th and 6th. So 4th was skipped. So I'll say 3 days he has logged in continuously. Third has logged in 1, then 4 and 7. So we cannot say he has logged in continuously uh, plus 1 days, more than 1 days. And same case for 4. So 4 has logged in 2 days. So we'll say 2 is the person who has logged in 5 days continuously. So how we will get to know whether that person is continuous from previous days? If that person has came to office today, again he came to office, that means second day, 2 day he was consecutive, then third day we will see from last 3 days he is coming to the office. Okay, so that is how we will try to solve it. So in SQL we have something called Windows function, and in Windows function we have called uh, lag function or lead function. So lag function will give you previous row record and lead function will give you next row record. So we will go with uh, lag function. So we want previous row record. So I will say here previous date. Okay, and previous date for first row. Of course, there is no row, so it will called as null. Hmm. Then it will be previous row, first Jan, like this. Will scroll till here. For user ID 2 again, null equal to this, scroll till this point, equal to null, up, null, equal to this, till here, null, equal to this. Okay, so here we have got the previous row record, right? Now what we will do here, we'll see if the difference from previous row or previous uh, date is 1 or 0. Okay, so if it is 1, that means that person has logged in yesterday. If it is 0, which means if it is more than 1, because it won't be 0, it will be more than 1. So that person has not logged in. Okay, so here we'll say difference from previous date, you can say. So if you see here difference from previous date, so it is null. So we'll say if the difference is 1, we will mark it as 0, otherwise 1. Okay. So here there's differences, null, a null difference from null. Of course, there will be other value apart from 1. So we will mark it as 1. And here the difference is from this minus this 1. So we'll mark it as 0. Then same case for this 0. And here difference is 2. We'll mark it as 1 again. And difference is 1. We will mark it as 0. Okay, I can explain you again this part. If the difference from the previous date is 1, which means that person has logged in yesterday. So we are saying that 0. If it is not, which means that person has not logged in yesterday. It could be more than 1. So we will mark it as 1. So that is how we are doing here, because here the difference is happening with null. So of course we will not get 1 here, and we are getting, that's why we are putting 1 as a case condition, or you can say with if condition. Okay, then here again it will be 1, then 0, then 0, then 0, then 0, and 1, 0, no, 1, then here 1, then 0. Okay, now here we have got the condition of logged in with previous day. Now again what we can do here is we can see from the first date of logged in, we'll do a sum, or we will do a summing from the first row, and we will go till last row in that particular user ID. So we'll create a partition. So of course here we will be creating a partition, and we will try to do a sum up. So I will say sum in this part, or you can say running sum, running total, running total. So if you see here, how what is the running total is coming in this group. Okay, so it will be 1. It will start from 1. Then for this row, again it will be 1. For this row, again it will be 1. And when it will come to this row, it will be 2, because from the previous row it will get 1, and from this row it will get 1. It will become 2. Then here also it is becoming 2. Okay, so I think most of the picture is got cleared now. So we can see that this person has logged in 3 times, or 3 consecutive day, and that is why here we have 3 ones. 2, this person has logged in 2 consecutive day in other segment from same week. That is why here we are getting 2 twos. Okay, so there is a possibility you can get 3 twos also, you can get 4 twos also. So this person has logged in till 6, that's why we are getting 2. Okay, don't get confused with this person has logged in 2 days, so we are getting 2 days. No, so it is running total of the consecutive logged ins. Now same process we will apply here for user ID 2. Then here we will get 1, again 1, again 1, 1, 1. Why? Because here there is no escape. So this one has come only one time, and it is getting summed up with all the rows. So we have 0 here, so we will get till 1. And in this case, 1, 2, and 3. So see, here we are telling this person has logged in 3 days, but in 3 consecutive different days, I will say. Which means in a single week, he has logged in 3 times, but there was no any consistency. There is no any streak. So that's why 1, 2, 3. So we'll say this person has logged in 3 times in a week, but not continuously. And here 1, then 1. So 2 times this person has logged in. Now it's very simple. What we can do here, we will we can just do a group by, okay, with user ID and this running total, or we can say it as a streak or streakless streak. So with user ID and a streak, and get the count of a streak for that particular user. So what you will do, what you will get here, I can create a pivot for you. It will become simple. Then we will apply same thing into the SQL. Here we have got it, user ID, streak, then count of a streak. I will say, maybe you are not aware with this, so no need to worry about that. I'll come to SQL. Okay, so for user ID 2, user ID 1 has logged in 3 times continuously, but 2 times again continuously. User ID 2 has logged in 5 times. So what we will say, this person has logged in 5 times continuously. So if someone is asking who is the user has asked logged in 7 times. So after finalizing this output, just apply a condition where it is 7. Okay, you will get the output, right? So let's move to SQL and apply same logic over there. So first we'll do this column, then we will create this column, and finally we will create this, and from this we will get to know. So let's move to SQL. Okay, so here we have a table called user logged in. So I will just remove this part. Let's make it like this. I'll create a CT first with CT1. From lag of what? Login date over partition by user ID. Partition by user ID. Okay. And order by login date. Hmm. We can say ascending as previous date. Okay. So here I will run this part. So you will see what we have got. We have got this out like Excel. First column we have got now. What is the next task? We have to get a subtraction from previous day and login date. Okay. Now I can create a CT2 now. CT2 as select. I'll say user ID, comma, what I want, login date, login date. Hmm. Okay, let me write this one first. So better do this. And we want the difference, right? So we will say if, okay, we have got this function with intelligence in what? In days. Okay, in days from previous day. Previous day with reference login date. Okay, we'll get this. So as date diff from previous. Hmm. So I will remove this one first, so make it more understandable. Okay. Now if you see, we have got as expected difference from previous dates. So what I will do, instead of writing one more CT on top of this, for case, I'll write on this only. That's what I was trying to do. CT2 as into this. I can write case condition. Case when this I will remove for now. Equal to 1. Then what? 0. That is what we have discussed here. If differences was 0, 1, then make it 0. Okay. Else 0. Else 1. Okay. So we can call it as, and as you can say, streak. Okay. Or new streak we can say. Hmm. Now I will try to run this part. Select star from CT2. So let's try to run this. Okay, so if you see here, we have got from the first row of this user ID 1, as it was null, so we have got 1. So now how we will process it? We'll do a sum. Okay, so I can create one more CT3. Select star from CT2. What I want, login ID, user ID or login ID. We have user ID. Okay, we have user ID here. Then sum. Sum of what? Sum of this new streak. We have to do running total, okay? Over. Partition by what? User ID. Because for each user we have to find. Okay. And order by. Order by. I think I have missed partition by partition by. Order by what? Tell. Login ID. Because based on login date, we will do, right? Login date, not ID. Sorry. Now, here in SQL, there is one more feature which you can go and read. Here also, I will explain you. We have something called rows or range. Okay, so I'm writing something. I'll tell you why I'm writing this. Rows. Okay. Unbound preceding. I think, yeah, unbound. Bounded preceding. Unbounded preceding. Okay. So we have something called rows unbounded preceding, and we have something called range between. So I will tell you what is range, what is rows unbound. Okay. So there is a work is bit different. Okay. In these two. But in rows unbounded preceding, it is fast compared to the range between rows. Okay, why? Because in rows it will do the running total but not look for other. Okay, which means it will not look the peers of the like next row or previous row. Okay, take example of climbing the step. In each step you will have some coins, so uh, just climb the step, take the coins and do the summing. But range will check if it has the same row, same type of partition in the previous or next rows. Okay, so that is why we are using rows here, and it is a fast in optimizations. That's why I have mentioned here, right? Optimized query. Hmm. Okay, so here we have reached, we will say as group ID, group underscore ID. Now we have reached till here. I will write this select star from CT3, because something is wrong here because it's not coming like this. CT2 select from CT2. Okay, select user ID streak. Okay, we need sorry, we need login data as well because it is not ordered by. Okay, still something is wrong. Over partition by item ID as group ID CT2. Okay. Here partition by. Let me try to run it once. Then let's see what's the issue is. Packet issue. Some user ID. Let me remove this one. Let me remove this as well. Okay, this is fine. I will apply comma here. Okay. CT3 as. Got it. Select star from CT3. I think this clears now. I'll run this. Okay, this is my previous. I'll just comment it for a second. Okay, now run this again. Okay, see here, we have got the group ID for each. So for user ID 2, we have got 5 ones, right? So now it's very simple. We will just do select uh, user ID, comma, uh, user ID, comma, count of what? Count of group ID. We'll say as longest streak. Longest streak. Streak. Okay. So something is wrong here. Ah, group by user ID. Okay. And this also we have to apply group by this one. So group by okay. So now if you see here, we have got the highest streak for each one, or minimum streak for each one. Okay. So we have to do order by what? Longest streak. We can say descending. So user ID 2 has done the longest streak of 5, right? So in this case, you can solve any type of question using this way. If someone is asking, I want three consecutive, I want four consecutive, I want five consecutive. So from this, you won't have four. From this output, you can have four. So you can just write here having what count of ID equal to 5. Like this, you will get the this. So this person has done the 5 string. So that is how you can get the output. Hmm. Or there could be one more condition. People can ask, get me the maximum streak from the person, like this. So here it's very simple. What we can do, you can use the top first row. So because after ordering, you can select the top first row, you will get the output. Or on top of this, you can use some more Windows function, but still I will suggest you can go with the top row because applying the law Windows function is bit slow compared to the top because it has to select top row because we don't have to do any partition. Okay, so that's all from today's question. uh, you can have multiple doubts, you can ask in chat and I will answer those. Thank you.